Hi, Pep. Hello. Hi, friends. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're sitting down and we were talking about some sale regrets. Products that I picked up pretty much solely because they were on sale, and I am a little bit bummed that I did so. I feel like I kind of wasted my money a little bit. Before I get started, if you like this video while you're watching it, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. It really does help my channel out. And other than that, if you're excited and you want to hear about just some sale regrets, let's go ahead and get started. I've done this video before a couple months ago. It's been a while actually at this point, and you guys seem to really enjoy it, and I thought it was fun as well, just to kind of like look in my collection, think about the items that I really only picked up because they were on sale, and like a lot of them, unfortunately, I feel like I regret purchasing. So this is just my reminder to mainly myself, but you as well, that just because something is on sale doesn't mean you have to buy it, because sometimes you end up regretting it. So let's just go ahead and get started. I have quite a few products here to talk about. The first one that was probably the most biggest disappointment, maybe not, but definitely a huge bummer and disappointment. I've talked about this palette before. I'm not going to talk about it too long because of that, but it is the McGrath Labs Mothership Mega Celestial Divinity. This is her first Mothership Mega that she released back in 2020. When it first released, I thought it was pretty, and I was like, okay, yeah, that's a pretty good palette, blah, blah, blah. Didn't pick it up. Then it went away because it was a holiday release and they're always limited edition. And I didn't even really regret not picking it up. Like when it was gone, I didn't really think like, oh man, I should have picked up that palette. But then she brought it back sometime last year and had it on sale. Obviously, that's the point of this video. I think it was like half off or something like that. So I snagged it. And I just am really disappointed by the palette. There's only 3 mattes. They're really deep and dark. I'm pretty sure all 3 of them get pretty patchy on me. The shimmers are just not shimmers like when I got it in person that I'm really going to gravitate towards and wear a lot. And also, I just don't really like my looks whenever I use this palette, which I never really reach for it. So sadly, I do regret buying this. I'm gonna try to sell on Mercari, get a little bit of money back. The main reason I like to sell makeup on Mercari, I mean, yes, it's nice to get a little bit of money back when you use your hard-earned money to purchase something, but also I don't want this to just sit in my collection and not get used. So if I can sell it and it can go to someone who's going to get a lot more use out of it, I feel like that's just the move. You know what I mean? That's better than it just sitting in my collection rotting. So yeah, I don't know. I was real bummed by this. All right, the second group of products that I kind of regret purchasing is basically anything from Bite Beauty. If you recall, Bite Beauty shut down their doors earlier in 2022, and they're no longer a brand. And when they were a brand, I had tried a couple of things from them that I liked, but for the most part, I didn't really dabble into their makeup too often. I didn't really feel the need to try it out. And then when they were deciding to go out of business and everything was pretty much 50% off, maybe even more, I picked up quite a few products. This powder, some lipsticks, their Changemaker foundation, a lip gloss as well. And I'm not going to lie, I don't really like any of them. The Changemaker foundation did not work out for me at all. Super drying. I already decluttered it. This powder is there, I think, yeah, Changemaker powder. It's just really, really drying on me as well. Also, I'm not really a pressed powder kind of girl. I knew that when I was purchasing this, but I wanted to try it out anyways. The lipsticks and the lip gloss that I purchased, there's nothing wrong with them. I just never really reach for them. So basically, this is my reminder to myself that next time there is a company or business going out of business, I don't need to buy everything and try it. I hadn't really had an inkling to try Bite before they were going out of business, and I just kind of wanted to try them before they did, and nothing really worked out for me. Obviously, that's not going to be the case for everything. Some things could have worked out for me, and then I would have been bummed that I could never purchase them again. But for the most part, the things I tried from Bite, I was pretty bummed about. And even though I got all of them for a mega discount, I don't use them and it was a waste of money. Alrighty, then we have this baby right here, the MAC Fix Plus. This was recently 50% off during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty. And as you can see, I snagged one up. I am unsure why, because I've had many of this in the past that, I'm not kidding you, lasted me for years, like 3 or 4 years. So this full size, I don't really know, I don't really know if I'm going to ever use it up, basically is my thought process behind my regret buying this, because while this is a good product, I really only mainly use it to spray my shimmers, and I don't even use it for that very often because I use the NYX glitter glue and that stuff is just bomb. I could use this as a setting spray, so I definitely need to give it a go in that way because that's basically what this is. But I just feel like it might be a little bit too moisturizing or oily and greasy for me. I don't know. I bought this because it was 50% off and I was like, oh yeah, I have a MAC Fix Plus, why not? And I just don't know if I'm ever gonna use it. This next product was on sale during the holidays, and I don't remember if it was this past holiday season or the one before. I wanna say it was the one before. in 2021. But anyways, it's this little vault set from NYX. Every holiday season, NYX release these vault sets, usually have like their butter glosses, their lip liners, and you can get them for a really good deal. And then when they don't sell out, because they inevitably never really do, then they put them on sale even more. And so I bought this set. I'm not gonna lie, I never really reach for these lip liners, and I don't know why. It's not like they're bad lip liners, but I just never reach for them. It's their pencil liners. What's the exact name of these? I don't know. It just says NYX Professional Makeup Lip Pencil, but it's like a wooden lip pencil, which I already don't love wooden lip pencils. I'll use them, and I have a couple that I do like, but I don't love this method. I like the more like twisty up ones, the ones that are a little bit more glidey. These are a little bit dry on the lips and tug a little bit, and for me, they don't seem to last a super long time. I wanted to buy this set though because it has a bunch of like nudie shades that I thought I would enjoy. So it has mauve, which like you can never go wrong with a mauve pink. Also has nude pink, which I'm pretty sure this is one that Kelly Gooch raves about. Don't quote me, but I think this is one of her like favorite shades of these. Then I also had this really deep dark espresso one. I knew I probably wouldn't use that very much, but 1 of 5, I was like, okay, not the end of the world. And then we have nude beige, again, like a super nice nudie beigey shade. And last but not least, we have nude truffle. So I figured pretty much all of these besides the dark one would be colors that I would use. I wanted to try out this lip liner formulation because I had heard good things and it was on sale. But like I said, I just never really reach for them. The one I do reach for the most is this nude pink shade. And it's nice, but again, it's a little bit dry and draggy on my lips, and I don't feel like these last a super long time. So I definitely feel like I wasted my money with these, and I just don't use them like I should. These next two items I bought as a set when they were both on sale on the Lancome website. It is their Tint Idole Ultra Wear Foundation and their Tint Idole Ultra Wear Concealer. So this one I feel like I got a little bit duped by. This one isn't totally my fault if I'm being honest, but I do still regret picking them up, so that's why they are in this video. The reason why I feel like I got a little duped by this duo is because I have tried this foundation in the past and I actually really loved it. I used up a whole bottle. Granted, it's been a while. I want to say I used it up and finished it like 4 or 5 years ago at this point, so they could have reformulated it. I really honestly don't know. And I thought this is the shade that I had, 100 Ivory Neutral. This oxidized on me so stinking bad. I've only used this like 2 times because in the bottle, it actually looks like a decent shade match for me. And when I first apply it, it's a little bit too dark, but you're like, okay, like you can make it work. And then this oxidizes so stinking bad on me and makes me look orange and way too dark. It's drying, and I just do not remember it doing that. I know it didn't do that to me in the past, my first bottle that I had. And then same thing with this concealer. I picked up the shade Ivory Neutral in this. I'm pretty sure this is the lightest one. I'm pretty sure both of these, if not the lightest shade available, one of the lightest shades. And this is again just too dark, too orange, oxidizes, and just looks really terrible on my skin. I decided to keep it around through my last foundation declutter, and I think I'm going to keep this as well because I'm going to just try to mix it with things or use it in the summertime. Hopefully I'm going to get a little bit of sun. I plan on taking my daughter on quite a bit of walks when I have her. My parents have a pool we can go over and swim in, so I'm hoping I will get a little bit of color this summer. I don't really know, but if this summer I don't use either one of these products, they're definitely getting decluttered. But like, I feel like I got duped. Let me know. Have you like recently repurchased this set or this mainly specifically this foundation, and that happened to you as well? Because I know I loved this foundation in the past and it did not do that to me. And then both of these were just like, I put them on and I was like, what's happening? So I definitely regret both of these. I'm very glad that I did pick them up on sale. I think they were like 40% off. But whoa, bummers. And last but not least is another palette that I have spoken about, so I'm going to be kind of quick, but it is the Scott Barnes Natural palette. This palette, man, I feel like I want to take away the most disappointed crown to the Pat McGrath palette, because this one I feel like I was definitely way more disappointed in. I was expecting to love this palette with my whole entire heart, and Scott Barnes is expensive. Like, I want to say full price, this palette's like $84. And thankfully, I was able to pick it up on sale, 50% off. So I only paid like $40 something. But even that, way too much money. I regret buying this so much. And when you look at it, it's a really pretty palette. The shades are nice. The quality is nice, actually. The quality is nice. It's not anything against how the palette performs. It's more so the shades. All the mattes are really deep and dark. All the shimmers are really deep and dark. I feel like the mixture of cool tones and warm tones don't really vibe together with like how I like to do my makeup style. So whenever I use this, I'm very confused. And then when I do make an eye look with it, I don't really like it. So that's a bummer. I really, truly, honestly was expecting to love this palette with my whole entire heart, and it let me down quite a bit. I feel like this is another one that I will probably try to sell on Mercari, but I do want to say, if this is a color story you enjoy and you can still find it on sale, again, the quality is nice. I don't think that you would be disappointed if these are the tones and shades that you like, or you're a little bit deeper skin tone than me. I think you'd like this. It's just, for me, my skin tone, my makeup preferences, it's just not the type of palette that I'm going to really ever reach for. And that's it, you guys. That was some sale regrets. Some makeup products that I kind of had my eye on, or maybe I didn't, and then I literally only picked them up because they were on sale, and I regret buying them, and I kind of wasted my money a little bit. Let me know down below, have you tried any of these? Do you have the same thought process as me? Do you regret them, or do you love them? Maybe some of these are your favorites and you're like, Emily, you're crazy. Which, if that's the case, that is totally fine. Makeup is different for everyone. I'm not like mad these products didn't work out for me, you know what I mean? Because I realized that, but I was just a little bit bummed. I'm gonna go ahead and have my other sale regrets video linked down below for you that I did a couple months ago, in case you wanna check that out. But if you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. You're awesome and I love you. Please subscribe if you have not yet, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye, guys.